Let's get more now with Apurav Gupta. He's a youth representative to the United Nations and joins us from New York this evening. Thank you very much for being with us to talk about this story. We really want to get your perspective because we understand that you yourself are from India's Punjab region. Why is the drug problem among young people so especially acute there?
Hi, thank you for having me. See, with questions like these, I always like to depend on the reality on the ground. There are three factors, according to me. One, there's a high rate of unemployment amongst young people in the state. Second, easy infiltration of drugs through bordering Pakistan. And three, perhaps the most important and lesser spoken about, is that there is a lack of regional political will and strict enforcement to curb the drug menace.
Okay, and you say that there's actually a broader implication to all of this, that it's a security threat. Why is that?
Yeah, definitely. So I think before we talk about the security issue, we need to take a step back and look at the source of the drugs in Punjab. These drugs originate in Afghanistan and are transported into Punjab through Pakistan. This route represents an already existing established network of drug smugglers and an underground industry of drugs, which is something that can be leveraged by terrorist networks as well. In fact, we even observed this drug terror nexus in the January 2016 Pathankot terrorist attacks when the terrorists infiltrated through these smuggling routes.
So there's so much work to be done there. It's, one of the issues that International Youth Day at the UN, something that you're very heavily involved in, strives to bring some awareness to. Tell us a little bit more, just briefly, about this year's focus and goals.
Yes. Well, I think this year, 2016, is an extremely important year for the UN mandate as it launches the SDGs, which are the Sustainable Development Goals, which set the UN agenda until 2030. The SDGs are 17 goals that focus on the most critical challenges that afflict our world, ranging from poverty eradication to climate action. Young people are the main stakeholders and beneficiaries of the realization of this mandate. Therefore, today at the UN, it's all about ensuring that young people know exactly in what state are we going to inherit the world and know what tools we have available to fix it.
Apurav Gupta, a youth representative to the United Nations, joining us from New York this evening with more on International Youth Day. Thank you very much for sharing your perspective.